So, welcome to episode 10 of the Isle of Cascara, and what I expect to be our last episode for a little while, as we will be returning back to Cryptic's GMing, I suspect, after this episode, although if you guys, I don't know, there's always a possibility you guys will take us off the rails. But in order to bring us up to speed here, I've rolled for it, and today we have Rolex doing the review, who looks very enthused about this.
Yes, that's how it feels.
Bless you.
I can't hear him. Oh, there he is.
He was still muted.
I believe last session we got back from having fought. We finished fighting the massive dinosaur and headed west towards the caves that Theodore was trekking. Got in a couple of fights, had some wonderful stealth rolls, and had to fight a tiny raptor. Then proceeded in the caves, brutally killed two Opu for no reason. Went further into the caves, tripped a trap, nearly killed Sam. Then went further and fought a big fat Opu thing, among other Opu.
Among other Hopu.
Yeah, so you guys...
There's lots of shit in this.
After Aurelia shot a frostbolt through a small hole in the wall and killed something on the other side, and just heard an Opu sobbing. You guys moved on, broke the neck of another Opu, moved on.
After stabbing him.
After stabbing him, right. Moved on, and then ended up in a huge fight against basically the entire Opu Warren, in which you did emerge victorious, thanks to a huge burst of critical cold energy from Aurelia at the end of the fight.
And a lot of really bad shots from their side.
Right. And so the Opu chieftain has been struck down. And we left off with Siamazu having just grabbed an amber necklace off of the Opu chieftain, and hearing a voice in his head that said,
Right.
Can you understand me?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's been so long. It's been so long. Who are you? Oh, your highness, your majesty. Oh, yes. Oh, please let me serve you. Please.
Who's asking?
Who's asking what?
I don't even remember my name. It's been so long. I've been in this necklace for so long. Oh, but please, just wear me and I will serve you. I promise, I will serve you well.
How would you serve me if you're in a necklace?
I have powers, and then I can bestow them upon you. Yes, I gave them to the last thing that wore me, but he couldn't understand me. He didn't speak. It was so lonely. No, please don't put me down.
What?
Please don't put me down.
What can you do?
I can make you grow. I can make you stronger and better than you were before. Yes, I can do that.
Are you
Please.
saying I was bad before?
No, not that you're bad. I make you better.
I want an insight check. See if I'm getting any kind of, I don't know, Sam's just a little weirded out by this necklace.
That's fair.
How do any of us notice him like talking to no one?
Yeah.
17.
Sam just grabbed a necklace off this thing and then started.
He's literally just looking at it and talking at the necklace. Like,
Guys,
Hey,
Sam, are you good, my dude?
yeah, well,
You're talking to the necklace.
that's because it's talking to me. Don't you talk to things that talk to you?
What?
That seems like a common courtesy.
Sam.
What?
What is the necklace saying? And it's not telling you to hurt anybody, is it?
And with your
No.
17, you definitely sense desperation from this voice.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you have no idea whether it's being truthful or not, but it definitely wants you to believe whatever it is saying desperately.
Okay.
you can give it to me if you want.
Why do you want me to? What? Other than what do you get out of this? Is this a weird sexual thing?
What? No. I serve my king, and my king now can be you if you just put me on. Yes, just put it on, and I will stay with you, and there will be someone that I can talk to who can talk back to me. I've been so lonely. You don't
I'm
understand.
not much of a talker.
That's okay. That's okay. As long as you can hear me and then know what I'm saying, and I can tell you all about what do you want to know? I can tell you whatever it is. I can give you all of the information.
Here, Riley, you like to talk.
But no,
He just kind of puts it on your shoulder.
Don't get.
It's
I'll
like
take it.
it's the last thing that Sam hears before he lets go. No, don't. And then
It's really annoying.
really, you suddenly hear.
Don't give me. It's me. Someone else. Oh. Hello. Can you understand me? Please understand me.
I wish I didn't. This he sounds really, really nasally and annoying.
What? I can. Okay. I'll talk better. Hi. Yes. Is this better? I can change my voice. I just please don't give me away. I don't.
What is this thing? What?
I
Sam.
don't know. I think it's magic. Do your whole magic thing.
Oh. Are you magic?
Oh yes. Yes. I can give many powers to you, and I can make you bigger, and I can make you better than you were before.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I've heard this before. I don't know.
No. I'm for real. I promise. I can give you. What do you want information? I'm so lonely. Please don't give me away. Please.
I'm gonna put you in my bag now.
No.
Put it in the bag.
You know, if you want,
Yeah.
I could take a look at it.
No, that sounds like eldritch being, abomination, divine god thing. It's better to just
You
not.
why didn't you just ask him?
It could
He
also
seemed
be
pretty.
a
He
useful
seemed pretty
tool.
truthful.
Pull it back down. Are you an eldritch being,
Oh,
divine
thank God. Oh,
god, or no? Listen, shut up. Eldritch being, divine god, or
Oh, maybe he knows
what was-
about
what was
the
the other
skull
one?
thing.
No, I used to be a goblin, but my king, when I made this necklace for him, he put me inside it instead of the normal sacrifice. So I've been stuck in here, and then my king, he was very strong for many years because he wore me and I helped him, and but then he died. And now I've been here, and oh gosh. It's been so lonely. I have spoken, but the thing wearing me did not know what it was I said, and I've been so lonely. Please don't put me away again. Oh.
just chill. It's fine. I'm not gonna put you away. It's fine. Just what
I
do you
wanna
want?
while he's holding it, Sam is just kind of gonna poke the necklace with it, just touch it with his finger and say, "Do you know about the skull thing?"
The voice inside the necklace isn't even interrupted by Sam talking, as if he can't even hear it and acknowledge it.
Okay.
Is it just kind of continues with
I can please. Okay, I will talk less. I get. I understand. I am talking too much. Okay. So
Okay, what do you want?
I just want a friend.
Okay, what do you really want? Like, do you want out of the necklace? Do you want to take it off my
Can-
body? Like, just be honest. Just tell me. It's
Can-
okay.
Can you get me out of the necklace? That
No, look, okay.
no,
I-
I can't.
I don't know.
I don't know how to get out of necklace. I just want to serve somebody. I served my king for so long, and
If I break the necklace, would you get free?
no, please don't. I will die.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
Can
so
he
good.
see in there?
I don't care. You figure. Right? Yeah, actually, can you see?
No, I just I can sense you for touching me and
But you couldn't sense Sam just touch you as well. Also, can we not call it touching? Can we call it
Who's-
listening?
who is Sam?
The guy? Here, Sam, take him back.
No, who are you?
No. I.
She just wraps it around around your hand and just like, no, not me. She just wraps it around your finger.
Oh, hello again. Are
Hi.
you are Sam?
Yes.
Hello, Sam.
What is your name?
I
Oh, we've had
have
this conversation.
forgotten. Please,
If
Sam.
you
Your Majesty,
could
let
give
me
yourself
serve
a
you.
name, what would it be?
Oh, I know, nasal.
Sam 2. Yes, Sam 2. I will be Sam
No.
Jr. Okay, yes.
No. I already have one responsibility when I get back home. I don't need another one.
I can help you with that responsibility. Yes, please let me serve you. Please.
What if I just hold you?
And I can serve you while you hold me, yes?
I mean, we can just talk.
Look,
I
look.
don't need a servant.
No. Look what I can do.
and Sam, I need you to. Well, you feel a
This
wave
is
of magic emitting from the necklace in your hand. Do you resist it or do you let it happen?
You know, I'll let it happen.
Okay.
He doesn't know.
Okay.
Last thing that hit him with that kind of magic, he can now breathe. So why not?
Okay. So Sam, you have the spell Enlarge cast upon you.
Oh.
You are now squeezing
Ow.
very tight in this tiny cave system. Sam just grows, kind of pushes everyone around him up against the wall as he's now like 15 feet tall, weighs
I'm bleeding.
like 4 times as much.
See, this
God damn,
is
what-
power.
oh my
it
God.
can be yours. Every day, yes.
I mean, if I wasn't in a cave, this would have been probably really cool. But now, can you
I'm
undo
sorry, I
it?
couldn't-
I'm kind
I
of
could not see
crushed.
that you were in a cave. I did not know.
Kinda
I'm sorry. Yes,
crushing
of course.
everyone.
Sam, your butt's really big now.
Thank you.
And the spell on you is dismissed, and Siamazu shrinks back down.
Uh-oh. Can y'all hear me?
Yes?
Yeah.
Okay, just because my thing is being weird. Okay.
Okay,
yeah.
I will do this. See, only when you tell me to from now on, because yes, I do not know when you are in a cave or when you are maybe eating food or having relations with women or men or I do not know when you want to be big or not, so I will listen to you. You will be my king. Yes, I will serve you. Yes,
How about this? Do not call me king. Just call me Sam. You do not serve me. You do not serve. You just don't.
Hey, should
You
we
just
give
kinda
Joker a turn?
Hang
yes,
out.
Your Majesty. Yes, you're Sam.
Just no titles.
Sam.
Sure.
Majesty?
Zoker, do you want to turn here? Talk to this guy.
Yeah.
And I drop him in Zoker's hands. I will be right back. I go get my food.
Okay.
No, don't go. Hello? Can
Well,
you
yeah, I can
understand
hear
me?
you. Yes.
Oh,
And I think what I've understood from the one-sided conversations is that you're looking for someone to give you purpose.
yes, I will serve you. I will be your servant. You can command me for whatever you wish. Yes,
I'm gonna put on the necklace.
Okay.
yes, okay. Oh, yes. Hello, Your Majesty, I am your humble servant. What do you wish to call me?
I will call you Sam Jr.
Yes, okay, this is my name, Sam Jr. Excellent, okay. I can, what would you like from me? I can tell you about things, I can make you bigger, well, not anymore today, but, tomorrow, yes, I can make you bigger, or I can, if you so desire, your commands shall be spread from me to others. Yes, oh yes, I could do that too. What would you like?
What do you mean by that? My commands spread to others.
Well, you see, if you want, you can command me, but then I can take that command and I can put it in the mind of somebody else. Oh yes, oh it can be so much fun. Oh, please, command me. Yes, and I will show you.
And I don't have to take you off to do this.
No, yes. See, if through your command, I can give to others. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna walk up to this Opu right here, and I'm gonna inform the neck, because when he wakes up, have him stab himself. I'm gonna put a dagger down next to him.
Okay.
Okay. Let me.
What did I come back to? What the fuck?
His name is Sam Jr. and he's mine.
No, he's not. Sam is specifically whatever he tells you. His name is not Sam Jr.
Let's see. Okay. So, as you watch over or step over to the body, the necklace says,
Oh, well, you see, your commands, see, they have to be, understood by the other person, and I don't think that we can communicate with these things. I tried for many years. It was so lonely. They did not speak back. Oh, I hated it.
All right. Party pooper. And then, in his head, Zoker is going to say, "Do I need to speak for you to hear me?"
Oh, no. See, we can have conversations, and nobody else can hear. It can be just between you and me, Your Majesty. Oh, this could be so much fun. Oh, yes.
Perfect. All right, now, take a much-deserved break, and I'll call on you when I need you.
Yeah, of course, Your Majesty. I will be quiet and not say any other words. Starting right this moment, starting now. Okay, I will go. Oh, well, sorry.
Awesome.
okay.
It's basically Argrim in a necklace. That's Argrim's whole thing, was like, just don't leave me here. Take me with you. I've been underwater for so long. I'll kill people for you. This is perfect.
All right. Yeah. So what are the rest of you guys doing?
So are we keeping the necklace?
I'll hold on to it for now.
Okay.
It doesn't seem to really have any useful benefits except for the enlarge spell that it did upon you. So
I mean, that was pretty neat. I'm just saying.
yeah.
I might have to see if I can borrow that from you once in a while.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. It apparently can also shrink people, which would be really nice for me trying to be super sneaky.
That would be handy, yes.
Yeah. So now we got the real question of
Do you allow insight versus other players?
Oh, sure. Yeah, but it's up to the other player to describe it.
I do PvP DOS, not in Roll20. For the sake of the other player getting worried.
Yeah. So what are you trying to discern?
If that is the only thing he can do.
Okay.
That is 14 plus 17 insight.
17 total, not 14 plus 17.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 17. Oh, no, I'm not that busted yet.
Okay.
14 plus 17 at level 2.
Yeah. Yeah. Is Zoker hiding any information about what this necklace can do?
oh, the necklace, it mostly did a bunch of ramblings, and
Yeah.
I sat and I trying to talk with it, and now it's not talking back. So honestly, who knows? It maybe something will come at it. I'll keep trying to get through to it as we go. But for now, it seems like that's just the enlarge spell, and talking a lot is all it can do.
What was with the knife thing?
Oh, he said that he could control inanimate objects, but I think that was just more of his bickering to get someone to wear them.
Gotcha.
So I backed off from you guys just in case he turned evil or something. But he seems just like a harmless spirit, and we'll I know a few people back in town that can probably tell us more about him.
And if necessary, we can just break the necklace.
Mm-hmm. And I'm just gonna be like, yeah, if it's cumbersome, we will break it.
No, please don't, please, no.
But I think it'll be a nice addition to the tour.
So, question: Can it hear us when we're talking, well, and not wearing it?
No, it has to be touched to hear.
No. But can it? Oh, okay. So to hear us, got it. Yeah.
Yeah, I could repeat what you say to it, and then it would hear me say what
Oh,
you say.
ask it about the skull thing.
Hey, goblin, in the
Yes?
necklace.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Recently in our town, a giant necrotic wreath creature attacked us, and at the bottom of the ocean, when all of the dust had settled, we found an Opu skull, which is very far away from where we should be finding those. Did you happen to gain anything from these Opus, if they had anyone with a magical capability to do something on that scale?
Your Majesty asks Sam Jr. of a very special
my
question.
God.
Yes. But okay, so you see, the last Majesty who could not understand Sam Jr. He refused to listen. Well, he could not understand, but I kept trying to warn him, yes, of the water that he was drinking. It was bad for him. I could sense it. It was no good. Oh, it was not good. And I do not know of any of his other servants that did it, but it was the water. I am sure of it. It was no good. You should not drink the water here. It is bad.
He says the water is really bad for you.
Well, I'm sure you're in a cave. What the fuck does he think?
Well, just to be safe, maybe we should bottle up some of the liquid here to take back to Wodrell in town.
Where's
She is a water lady.
What water? Like where? I don't see any water. There's like some the drips from the ceiling, or is there a stream somewhere?
Yeah, what water is he drinking?
From the well. I think it's always the water.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, man. Oh, God. Oh,
Rolex,
Oh.
your mic is doing a thing now.
We have 7 days.
We have 17.
Fuck.
You fucking asshole.
From the well. He says there's a well at the back of the cave.
Okay, well, let me just squeeze past. God, this thing is fucking squishy as she steps over the body. God, he was so fucking fat. What a lard ass. God damn it.
Oh,
How do you live
just
like this?
Before we go any further, hey, I'm gonna say Sam Jr. in my head. Sam Jr.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Are there more traps in this room?
Sam Jr. does not know. Sam Jr. is sorry.
Okay. But
Okay.
if something gets me, you go too, right?
Yes, I would. Of course, Sam Jr. would tell Your Majesty if he knows of anything, but he does not.
Okay.
I'm gonna explore down here.
okay.
I'm gonna go up here next to this.
My exploration has ended because it just circles back in.
Well, I'm gonna come to. Is this the well?
Oh,
That's
Uh,
up. That's
No,
Well,
what
yeah,
you're looking at there
that's
is
what I'm
a
about to be doing.
pillar.
Okay.
So Raylia peeks around this corner, and she's gonna be number one looking for more traps.
Mhm.
So.
Okay.
Spy what looks like a pile of gold on the ground.
Yeah, so go ahead and make an investigation check for me as you are searching for more traps and stuff.
One.
1. Excellent. Okay. So it's a little bit of a climb up to the spot where you're at right there. That little rock wall there is about 4 feet up, so you kind of have to pull yourself up it. And it's even shorter up there. It's only about 5 feet tall, so you kind of have to hunch over.
My horn scraped the top of the fucking ceiling.
Oh, yes, let me allow Tanuki to see things as he grabs his torch here. Hold on. All right, Tanuki should be able to see now. Yes. Okay. Excellent. So Rayleigh, as you turn that corner there, you do not see a chest full of gold. However, you do see a chest that has a lot of mushrooms growing on it. Strange yellow-colored mushrooms.
It's because of that one, isn't it?
No, it is not.
Okay. She immediately thinks, "Oh, well, okay, fine, I'm sure," and walks forward.
Okay.
Can I? Is this a box in front of me?
So yeah, up here it looks like there has been a general collection of uh, goods scavenged from different creatures. You find tattered bits of clothing that most likely came from the townsfolk of Zira. You find about half of a boot that has been like chewed through, like a leather boot, and other remnants. You can make an investigation check to search through all of that inside this like really haphazardly put together chest.
19.
19. Okay. Yeah. So. You find pretty much just a collection of scavenged goods. You find a broken compass. You find a small dagger that looks like it has been through quite a bit. The leather sheath on it is pretty much worn through, but the blade itself looks serviceable. And you find still attached to a bony skeleton of a hand, a ring.
A ring.
A ring, yes.
Oh.
Rayleigh is going to cautiously pick up the ring, ready to drop it if it begins talking.
Okay. It does not begin talking. And you see engraved on it with love, T.A.
Okay.
Could be, I know.
With love. Can I do an Arcana check to see if it has any magical properties at all?
Sure.
$14?
With a 14, you are not certain. As you're by no means, well trained in the mystic arcane arts.
Nope.
However, you do not find any evidence of arcane sigils or inscriptions or other markings of the arcane left upon this ring.
Okay, I'm gonna put the dagger and the ring in my bag.
Okay. The ring itself is just a solid gold band with the inscription on the inside.
Okay.
However, actually, with that Arcana check, you look up from the ring, and you look at the order that the mushrooms are growing in, and there does seem to be something unnatural about the way almost all of the mushrooms are growing in a perfect square around one central mushroom growing off of that chest in that corner.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna bend down and look very carefully at the mushroom. Like, you don't talk, do you?
You just hear the echoes of your allies' footsteps through the tunnels.
Okay. I'm gonna get a part of my shirt and my tunic, and I'm gonna go ahead and grab the mushroom.
Okay.
And pluck it.
Okay. You pull the mushroom and it detaches quite easily. And as you do so, you watch as the rest of those mushrooms around it immediately wilt.
Oh. Okay. And I'm gonna put that in my bag.
Okay.
Try to put it, somewhere where it's gonna be protected and not, fall apart. If I have like a little satchel or a little pouch, I'll put it in there like a little pocket where
Okay.
it's on its own, and it's not gonna get smushed.
Yeah, so this mushroom is primarily yellow. Now that you've picked it up, you can see underneath it, it has some pink dotted pieces, like basically 5 little dots underneath the cap of the mushroom. And the stalk is, rather than like a perfect round, smooth stalk, it's kind of... what's the word? It has these like vertical crenellations that run around it, so it kind of forms like almost like a zigzag pattern if you were to flatten it out.
Yeah.
Right. So
Pink
it's very
Polka
unusual.
dot spike mushroom.
Yeah. Thorgrin is admiring the gun from the other Opu that had fired one, and I think that's his priority, is he's searching that body.
Yeah. You gotta have ammo here somewhere.
Wait, who's down?
And yeah, what are the rest of you guys doing?
What's down here?
Down there you find more...
Sam still has his stick and is just kind of dragging it on the ground.
Okay. So just kind of pushing that stick in front of you, and you find more bedrolls. It looks like there are vastly more of these bedrolls than there are Opu you've seen, combined with everything you saw in the caves today and the previous group of them that you had encountered out in the jungle. And here you see the like the burning coals of a fire still that have been put out, still kind of holding their heat, and some rat carcasses skewered on sticks that are sitting right next to it, as if they had been roasting rats like marshmallows.
They're still there?
Yep.
Yes.
Or I assume
Hey,
they're not there
so-
anymore.
He takes he starts eating one and then has another one in between his fingers as just to go. As he just continues exploring around.
They hadn't quite been cooked through yet, but I mean, you're used to eating raw meat, so it's not a big deal. Tanuki, you just find more of these shoddy,
That's a shoddy.
leather bed skins laid out on the floor.
I'm gonna go up here.
Okay.
So,
Mhm.
there's 2 things that could be happening right now. One, this could have been the brunt of the Opu in this area, and they have just ran away fearing for their lives. But there's also a chance they're falling back and regrouping to attack us.
I scared one away.
We should be hasteful. We should either be hasteful in leaving this place, because this is we need to find the well that the necklace is talking about, and then leave as soon as we can.
Okay, what's this here?
There you find it looks like the area has been attempted to be dug out, and then had been abandoned some time ago. It looks like it's been left partially dug out for quite a while, and there is a small box that looks like it used to belong to a ship, as the make of it looks like a well, you wouldn't necessarily recognize it. Well, you would actually. You've seen plenty of shipwrecks.
I know how to ride I have proficiency in boats.
Oh.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Really?
That's part of my background feature.
Right. So are you're like a pilot. You're like
Huh.
a person who's an airplane pilot. That's what you are.
Proficiency in what?
Like I just straight up copied the. Let me double check that. I'm pretty sure the vehicle's water. Yes, I have proficiency because of Coast Guard.
Huh.
So you're a pilot.
Okay.
Why does the fish man have proficiency in?
He just looked. He's seen the underworkings of it. He just he examined it. He knows how it works from the underside. So it's like that makes sense. That's easy.
You've just explored. Yeah, I mean, you're very familiar with how to swim through the water. You know the mechanics of moving through the water. So yeah, the numerous shipwrecks that you've examined in the past have given you a sense of how to kind of control these things. It's always been a curiosity of yours, I guess, of how they do that.
Jesus Christ.
It's hilarious.
It's easy. When a piece of wood has a hole in it, it sinks. When it doesn't, it floats.
But yeah, so in your various searches of shipwrecks, you recognize that this looks like the type of chest that would have belonged at the foot of some bunk in a ship, except that there are a couple boards on it missing now. Any mechanism that it had to actually latch or even lock is gone completely. And it's just stuffed full now of what looks like useless junk. A whole bunch of branches, strangely shaped rocks, and little bits of fur-covered leather, and
We found the Opus King
bones.
box.
Yeah, it seems like this is maybe their supply box for the various traps and armor and stuff that they've crafted, and you're getting a sense of why their make is so shoddy with this being their supplies.
Okay. Well, we're probably going to head up that way. What's down there?
I don't know, Zoke, can you see anything?
No, I'm walking forward, being very wary of traps.
Sam just has his stick dragging on the ground,
Okay. Zucker, as you move your...
even though he's behind everyone.
I like it. As you move your way there, about a dozen rats kind of scurry out from the room ahead of you. And it looks like they had been kind of nested in one of the beds here.
You see Sam just holding up a half-eaten rat on a stick, and then another one just in the other finger, like, no, I'm good.
Where the fuck is Tanuki?
Is Tanuki hanging
And
back
Thorgrin.
with... Is Thorgrin coming with you guys? I'll leave that up to Strife. He's playing Thorgrin today.
Oh God!
Rolex.
Oh no.
I don't know what's up with your mic, man. Dude, it's fine. My mic is also being a pain in the ass.
I'm sorry,
Rolex
man.
has technical difficulties the same as his rolls.
I don't think Thorgrin would stay with the gun too long when he notices everyone else is walking away. He would probably at least stick by Tanuki.
I mean, he would take the gun and then walk away.
Yeah. Okay.
Take gun, any ammo that's around.
A wild Lexan appears.
Will Tanuki be hanging out in the in that same room, or is he gonna follow everyone else? Should Tanuki and Thorgrin? Oh, looks like he's following. Okay. So I'll just.
Did you give him back his torch? I don't know if you saw that message.
Yep, I did. Yeah. He needed me to give his token light. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there anything up in that direction?
Yeah, there's a whole path.
Oh, let's go.
Still being on the lookout for traps.
You want my stick?
Make an investigation roll for me.
All right. By the heart of the cards. 22.
Hey.
22. Okay. Yeah, you're walking through here, and you are seeing really no signs of any traps, and you're feeling confident that the inner workings, the intersections of this layer, at least through these parts of the tunnels, do not hold any traps in them.
All right. We're just gonna keep on walking.
God, it freaking smells in here.
Sorry.
What? No! God damn it, Sam!
Look, it is that last thing I ate isn't really sitting well at the moment.
Yeah, you should probably stop eating so many like horribly dead and nasty things.
Look,
like
I
that.
can't help it. It's part of my nature.
I think
You
I
know what?
see it here up above us.
See what?
The well.
You see anything else? You see anything else?
There's a camp to our south, a sleeping area. If you want to go check it out.
Yeah,
got it.
yeah.
There's bones. There's beds. There's a fire.
It's accurate.
Well,
You
not a
should,
fire anymore. It's just a campfire.
you should like see if the bones have anything special on them. Like, are
Okay.
they gonna come back to life like a skeleton or like?
I
anything
pick up
like
a bone
that?
and slam it against the wall.
Okay.
Okay, no, it's like
These bones aren't like dried, crusty old bones. These are bones that relatively recently had meat on them and have been, kind of picked clean. So as you slam it against the wall, it still has a little bit of that natural dampness to it. And the insides kind of break open and splatter against the walls a little bit. Some of the marrow squirts out.
No, they're just bones.
I'm honestly surprised you didn't eat that.
yeah, me too. Like
Somebody's else mouse has been on that. I'm good.
that.
That's where you draw the
That. Oh my god.
The room
you
you're
know
looking in here, Zoker, has
Yep.
a lot more bones in it. And it looks like there's even the decaying corpse of one Opu sitting up against this rock right here.
Yeah. Well, guys, I think we're going to the right place. Sam Jr., you said that the big Opu was drinking.
Did you
this
say that
stuff?
outside or did you say that inside or outside?
That's outside.
That's not his
Yes.
name.
Yes, Your Majesty. All of them drank from it, and it was bad for them. Some of them died, and he was very mad, I could tell, but he could not understand that it was just the water.
He says they all drank from it. And hold up, my wife is calling me.
Can y'all hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Woo!
We have yes.
Have success with Rolex.
I'm sorry about the mic problems, dude. I know what that's like. I'm sorry.
Yeah, for real.
Hey, it's okay. You're here. You're with us now. We're good. And now a prison is on a call with his wife. So
Yep. Hopefully he'll be back shortly.
talk about poison. Talk about poison. Well, Kev. All right. Well, I assume.
I'm back. You assume nothing.
Okay.
Welcome back.
I heard you the whole time. Okay.
I didn't say
So,
anything.
I'm going. Yeah, you were assuming. So I'm assuming you were going to speak. All right. the necklace says that all of the Opu drank from this well, and some of them died upon doing so.
You think that's why they smell so bad?
If they drank from the well and Sam ate them, I wonder if he is going to have any residual effects from the
Sam.
well.
Oh my God, Sam, are you gonna die?
Uh,
Oh, fair point.
Well, just gonna keep moving up towards the well.
Okay.
Sam just letting out the welcome farts.
Wait,
Yeah.
what's this? What? Just gonna ignore it?
Yeah,
Okay.
you can go. I'm just gonna look at the well.
And
Well,
yeah, so
I was
Zucker,
gonna go, but then Sam just pushed past me rudely.
as you
No, go ahead. Ladies first.
No. it's fine.
as you approach the well, Zucker, you can immediately tell that this well does not belong in this place. It is different. It is well crafted out of perfectly polished, smooth stone that forms this perfect circle.
Sam eats rarely.
And the water within it, just it is lapping just peacefully up against the edge, right at the very surface of this well. And the contrast is so heavy compared to the very rough-hewn tunnels throughout the rest of this place. It's very striking. And the water itself is
Guys,
crystal perfectly clear.
It looks like someone did player.place at me. This doesn't belong.
What
There's
does that
beds
mean?
and a rock this way. That's about it.
No, okay.
Yeah,
that's
so-
that's a.
So Sam, as you poke your head over there, you kind of look,
No,
and
I know, but
that rock that you see looks like it's taking up almost the entire tunnel here, and you cannot see past it.
I kind of like put my hand on it. Kind of like, does it? If I put some force against it, does it like wiggle or anything?
Yeah, it threatens to roll over with almost no force behind it, and that gives you a chance to kind of peek down, and you can see it seems to be propped up on a few pebbles underneath it, just ready to be pushed at a moment's notice.
Can I tell what direction it's gonna roll if I push it?
Yeah, it would definitely roll away from you.
Like in this direction, this direction.
Yeah, so basically,
north.
yeah, basically straight up in this direction.
Sam
A little bit that way.
pushes it.
Okay.
We're gonna hear more. Oh,
They shouldn't have been standing there. It's their fault. I take no. This is not my issue.
all of a sudden, the cave starts shaking slightly as a giant boulder begins
Yep, so-
echoing.
As the
I'm just imagining
the
the
boulder
boulder in
crashes
Lord
up
Cave
against
on
the
Final
back.
Fantasy VII.
Yeah,
I found a path. I pushed a rock and it just rolled away.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna take a sample of this water.
okay.
Can I do a religion check and see if this could be connected to any of the
Oh, hey, it's the other side of the bridge.
any of the
Since I'm here with them, I'm gonna help them out since we are both from the area. We have understanding of the Lois.
Okay.
Loa? Thank you.
Yeah. Go ahead and
So,
make a
I will
religion
help
check
you.
with advantage then.
Okay. You're gonna help me.
Yeah, so you roll.
Okay. That is a 18 plus 2, 20, and a 14. So yeah, 20.
20. Okay. So, I mean, you have very little personal experience with, things being dedicated to the Loa or things like that. And even the stories that you've heard are mostly, you know, the legends and folk tales that have been passed into the townsfolk through, frankly, some who knows how they've heard these stories at this point. But as you look at this, and you look at the crystal clear waters and the perfect ring of polished stone here, you can't help but feel that that yes, this well must have some connection to the Loas, because there really is nothing here on the island that is so well made that doesn't have a connection to them that you know of.
Could I surmise any like maybe a couple or a few of the Loa that this could be connected to? Just narrow it down slightly.
Yeah, well, so you're looking at it, and you know, if you were able to discern whether it was freshwater or saltwater, you'd be able to determine whether this was connected to Awa, the Loa of streams, if it was freshwater, or Wimbley, the Loa of tides, if it was seawater. Most likely. There's a small possibility, of course, that should there be something else beneath it, that it could be tied to the Loa of sharks, right? But the other 4 Loa, it seems fairly unlikely.
Okay. Zelker, can try to. Is there a way to see if this is freshwater or saltwater?
Well, the necklace says that they were drinking from it and that it was killing some of them. So, if you can't just smell, if we can't smell that it's salt or fresh.
Yeah. And I'd like you guys to make a perception check, too.
I hope yours was high.
Hey, this path just keeps going.
Now one!
2 nat ones!
Wow.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
All right. Yeah. Yep. All right.
Fuck. What the fuck, dice? That's
Why
2
we
dice.
let anybody except for Kevin take lead on anything is beyond. He's the only one who doesn't destroy everything he touches.
When I look at this thing, do I recognize anything?
Yeah. Make a perception check for me.
No way, it's gonna be another nat 1, right?
Both nat ones.
It's 2 1s plus my bonus is 14.
Okay. Yeah, you look at it. You can tell, just innately, that this doesn't look like anything dedicated to Matuku. Usually Matuku stuff has one of the creatures that either are in the shark's, you know, food chain, or of sharks, kind of emblazoned, you know,
Everything.
imagery on it. Matuku is very, very, his worship at least is very into physical imagery. And this just seems much more just beautiful and abstract.
Okay. Oh, neat.
What? You got anything?
It's a well.
Well,
You can see,
but like,
you know, you can see down. It's very clear water, and it looks like it with your dark vision, it looks like it goes down about 30 feet or so. And you don't actually see the walls of the well at the bottom of it.
So it looks like it just goes to a point and then opens out.
Possibly, yeah.
There's a lot of water in this.
Okay, hold up. No follow-up questions. I'm gonna stick my hand in the well.
Okay. It's very cool, crisp, clean water. It feels
Does it
nice.
does it feel like there's anything extra going on in it to me?
there does not.
Hmm.
I'm gonna sniff the water.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna pull my hand out and be like,
Alright. So as you two are like really looking at it, give me an investigation check.
Okay.
Our checks are just
Okay.
phenomenal
Woo,
tonight,
16.
guys.
I didn't expect it to be good. I have a -1. Like,
So okay, you're looking down and if it weren't for your dark vision, you definitely wouldn't have been able to spot this, but maybe about 20, 25 feet down, kind of towards where it starts to open up, you see something small. It's a little too far away for you to make out any color using your dark vision, but something small is kind of pressed up against the side of this otherwise perfectly polished smooth stone. But the water itself, it does not smell of salt at all. It smells of nothing, like clean water would. It feels cool, nice.
okay, so the necklace says that they were dying, and they changed after drinking the water. From what we can tell, the water itself is just water, but there is something embedded in the wall, about halfway down.
where?
I'm gonna point it out to Sam.
Okay.
How big is this well?
It goes down about 30 feet.
No, I mean the entrance. How big is
Oh,
the entrance of the well?
yeah, it's like 8 feet wide.
All right, hold this. I kind of give him
Uh,
stuff I don't want to get wet.
Yeah,
And-
maybe tip your toe in first. Just
I
just
put
to
my
be
hand
sure.
in the water.
Okay. It feels crisp and clean. A little uncomfortable for you because you prefer salt water over fresh water, but you know, it's...
I'm just gonna hold my breath anyway. It's fine.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah,
Wait, what happens to the bubble that you've got if you jump in? Do they just?
I don't know. Hopefully not, because this is two different kinds of magic, and I don't think they interact with it. I don't know. We'll see. I'll go in and hold my breath. Go in.
Okay. Yeah. You dive down, and yeah, how far down are you going?
I'll go to the stone,
Okay.
or what
Yeah.
he pointed, where he pointed, where it was.
Yep. So you get a little bit closer, and you can tell it doesn't take you long with your familiarity with the sea to recognize that this is a single urchin set upon the side of the stone here. Otherwise, this well is completely devoid of life. And now that you're a little bit further down, you can see down. It definitely opens up into a some kind of larger space below.
Okay.
Do you see
I will-
anything?
I don't think he can hear you.
I don't think he sees
20
anything,
feet in the
guys.
water.
Oh,
One
hold
bubble
on.
for yes,
Hold on.
one bubble for yes, two bubbles for no.
I'm gonna stick my finger in the water and then say, "Do you see anything?"
You don't stick your head under the water. You just stick your finger in the water?
Yep.
Yeah, that doesn't.
So
that
nothing
doesn't
would happen.
work.
Yeah, I don't think. Okay.
Sound,
Unless you have a special thing. Like, I don't think-
sound travels through. You know,
You're not shouting through
Yeah,
your finger.
nope. That's not how that.
that
I
totally
mean,
works.
you are
as far as-
technically correct. You're just completely wrong.
Sam is kind of gonna come up. There's a sea urchin there, and it kind of goes. It goes a lot deeper.
Yeah, I'll hold on to the urchin to give the wood drill.
Oh,
You wanna
let me go grab it.
explore?
Yeah, let me go get that. Give me a leather cloth or something.
Sure.
Okay. I'm going to try to get the urchin.
Okay. And how are you doing this?
I'm using the leather cloth. Actually, I'll use my stick. I'll grab my stick that I left on the side of the well.
Okay.
and I'll bring it into the water with me and kind of like pry it off with the stick and kind of catch it with the leather cloth.
Okay. Make a dexterity check. It's fairly low DC.
It's okay because my dexterity is fairly low anyway.
Excellent. That's good for you.
Oh, hey. More time.
Yeah. So you guys can watch, those of you with dark vision can see as Sam comes down and kind of pries that urchin off. It takes a little bit more strength than you were expecting to pry it off. But eventually it just kind of pops off and it starts to slowly float down to the bottom.
Oh, I'm sure 'cause
and
you use dexterity, not strength.
Sam just comes down and just swoops the urchin and just kind of very carefully manages to get the leather onto the urchin and kind of wraps it up without getting himself stuck by the urchin at all.
Okay, I come back up. Here you go. Do you want me to go look further in?
I mean, yeah, you could.
Yeah,
you can come back up if there's anything wrong. Just like immediately, like run.
Okay. I kind of drop it into whoever holds their hands out for it.
I've got it.
Okay. And I'm like, and back down I go.
Okay. You dive
Isn't it
back
weird
down.
Seeing a shark hold his breath when he goes in the water.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, isn't it?
You dive back down, and you swim down about 30 feet, and you can see it opens up into this small, maybe 10-foot tall by about, I think it's like 30-foot wide cavern.
Anything
do?
interesting in it?
It looks like it's hewn out of the same type of stone here. And as you kind of poke your head around looking, you can see that there is a hallway branching off of this. Again, perfectly well crafted. There's a little bit of design in the bottom of the stone here that seems to like point you towards the hallway as it makes this kind of square etching leading out
Oh.
into the hall.
Oh, go continue on.
Okay. Sam ducks down, and then those of you who are watching, he disappears from sight, and we'll come back to you in just a few minutes, Sam.
Oh no,
So,
he's deep.
that's very deep, and I don't like the idea of leaving him alone.
I mean, it's too deep for any of us to get down there, and I've seen you do some water stuff. I guess I don't know. I don't even know why I'm here to be honest.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat.
We're not on a boat.
You're not
Shut up,
here.
you're
You're not
not.
here. Period.
This is our dialogue.
That
okay?
was, excuse me, that was me reacting, okay? I'm
this is
not
the
always
locals?
Sam.
the
God.
locals
That
are
was
talking
Theragun.
here. Fucking
That was
forest.
Theragun. Yeah, that was Theragun.
that does sound like something I would say.
But we're not on a boat.
It's an expression. Which shouldn't you know that expression?
Yes, I know. I'm doing it to piss you off. I'm doing it to get a rise out of you.
You did blast him in the face with cold that one time.
Yes.
Okay,
And
well,
I will never forget that.
I know. Okay, I can't believe I'm doing this. I'm gonna go check on him. You guys just shout if there's anything wrong, and I'll go.
I'll stick my finger in the water.
Oh, look. I mean, okay.
Got him.
I mean, that clearly worked last time.
And Raylia just kind of hesitantly like sticks her toes in, just a little bit.
Yeah, it feels
Checking
cool
to
and
see if
refreshing. Actually, some of the nicest like water you've dipped your toes into.
And she jumps in.
Okay. Yeah, so you swim down, and you get down to that area where it opens up, and you can see that you see the same description I gave to Strife.
Do I see Do I see Sam down
You
there?
do not.
Before I leave the mouth of like the opening, I wanna like look around and point to where I'm gonna go, and
Okay.
just be like,
What's your
wait,
swim
and
speed?
then 40.
Okay.
I am a water kind of creature, so it works.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm gonna go look for him.
Okay. Raylia dives down, and Zoker and I don't know if Thegrin's watching this or not, but she disappears from view.
Pretty sure I can't breathe underwater, right?
I believe you can. That's part of your sea sorcery. You can breathe underwater, and you have a swim speed.
Yeah,
Oh.
so you can have a panic attack under the water.
Yep. At first level, your Tide of the Sea grants you the ability to breathe underwater, and you have a swim speed equal to your walking speed.
Oh, so 30, not 40.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, okay. So we swim the same speed as well.
Oh, was 40 faster than you? And you're like, damn. All right.
Well, I thought it would be, but no. I also have a 40 swim speed.
No, I'm 30. I was wrong.
Oh, okay. So I am faster.
Yes.
Alright.
I would hope so.
Well, I don't know. Like you're a thing of water, so I figured that would be like
Or
a bonus.
you?
But you're like water, a person of water. You are
Fine.
made of water.
Whatever. Like I say, I'm down there looking for him. I continue through the cave.
Okay. Zoker, Tanuki, and Theragon, what are you guys doing?
And Nuke is like, they should. I don't want them to go alone. I'm gonna go.
Sam Jr., you're sure that they were dying after drinking from this well?
No,
A bubble comes up,
Yes, Your
not his
Majesty.
name.
Yes.
Hmm.
Yes, if there's one thing that Sam Jr. knows, it is that these things, they died after drinking from the water. Yes. Very much.
So, can you, in my head, can you see what I see?
No, Your Majesty. I only can feel you, and that you are here and hear your voice. Yes.
Can you feel me, bro?
Could I help you see what I see?
If you think very hard, Your Majesty, yes, you can send me pictures of what it is you see, but it is very hard for me to see without eyes anymore. So, it is very limited. But yes, what do you see? And I can give you information about it.
Okay, I'm going to focus
shit.
on the well very intently to get a good mental image so that Sam Jr., not his name, can see what the well looks like.
Sam Jr., first of his kind.
Okay. So you spend a moment and you really you take in all the detail of this and form this mental image in your head, and you hear the voice. And
Oh, yes, Your Majesty. Oh, this is perfect. Yes. Well, it is water, Your Majesty. Yes, magical, mystical water that leads to a very special place. Oh, yes. It goes down, and there's so much down there. Oh, Your Majesty. Oh, if you want to grow in power, oh, you should go down there. There's so much to do, so much to grab, so much that can be yours. Oh my, Your Majesty, you have found something so very special. Oh.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
You are. Well, my companions are down right now as we speak. I can't get in there. I was never taught to swim.
what are Tanuki and
Well,
Theragon
shit.
doing?
I'm just keeping my eye out for any, basically listening and watching any of that might
Yeah.
come back.
Okay.
Peregrine's doing it too. I'm not getting my gunpowder wet.
Okay. All right. Well, the two of you hear after a minute or two after Aurelia dips into the water, you hear a
Oh, we're playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Natural
of a-
one.
you hear-
Yeah, that sobbing we heard was because that guy just bought a brand new dice mat and he just destroyed it.
You
Sorry.
hear a kind of little surprised sound come from Zoker as Zoker, you see suddenly the water just begins draining.
Oh
Uh,
shit!
Guys, they pulled the plug.
What?
Do we feel anything down here?
I'll get to you guys in a bit.
Okay.
Oh god. Okay. Okay. Quick look in my head. Power. You said power.
Yes, Your Majesty, so much. And
You know I could destroy you with just a thought, right?
Your Majesty, Sam Jr. would not lie to you. Sam Jr.'s existence is only to serve.
Uh-huh.
Jump in!
Oh my god!
Okay, so as the water's
I'm
draining,
going to say
What happened? What's happening?
I'm
When
going
did
to
you
say-
jump in?
I'm going to say we need to help. We need to let them know, and I'm just going to jump straight in.
okay.
Oh, my personal DC for that was a 5. I said if I roll less than a 5, I'm jumping in.
Okay. Yeah.
Rolex
So
turned into fucking John Travolta. Just
so the water is draining fairly slowly. It's going down about like
You're a
a
turtle. Can you
foot
swim?
every 30 seconds or so. So you're watching it lower,
Can you float?
but it's slow.
No, I'm not getting my gunpowder wet.
And Zoker takes a minute after looking at this, and then just jumps in, and the water is draining as Zoker. Are you diving down beneath, or are you sitting like at?
he's just gonna write it down. The whole
Okay.
way.
So, my first assumption was that it was draining slightly quicker. Now that I
Just
know
in the
I'm not
water,
in
see
the
his
water.
head just. Well, this was a
Hey,
mistake.
guys, it's draining. They're too deep for us to get a hold of. They're going to be stuck down there. We're better off doing this as a group. To commit Stergren and Tanuki to get in the well.
I don't know. I can't seem to move anyway.
Well, then stay up here and have a rope ready to pull us up.
Like, I actually can't move my character yet.
I know it's that amazing, yeah.
Oh,
Draining
right.
water.
My bad.
I can't move.
Sorry.
I mean, that seems like a good idea.
Yeah. Stay here, and on my signal, drop a
But I
rope
thought you
for
said
us.
you couldn't swim.
I can swim. I can't swim. I don't want a donkey paddle. Damn it. Okay. Matron never let us go in the ocean because she said it was dangerous.
I mean, she's not wrong.
Alright, so I'm riding the tide very slowly down, just Oh.
Sitting there just-
contemplating my choices.
Just slowly
All
like
wet.
bobbing, and every time you bob down a little bit, you just sink a little bit lower, back up, a little bit lower.
Is there like an
A little
upper
bit
part
lower.
to this well, or is it just hole?
So it basically it rises up about 8 inches over the actual level of the floor here. And that's just like rounded, perfectly polished, smooth stone.
Oh, so there's no like overhang on it for like a well bucket or anything.
No, not really.
Okay, then Aragorn will just kind of toss a rope down. Holding the other side.
A rope lands on your head,
hold on
Zucker.
to the side.
A
Yeah,
rope lands on
I'm
your
gonna
head.
grab it. Okay, I got it.
It's only 50 feet long.
I've got. No, wait. Let me check my inventory real quick. I think I've got rope. Sorry, I got another 50 feet if we need it.
Okay.
It's gonna take a while for this to drain, so I've got plenty of time to tie it off and find it.
Don't clog the drain.
All right. So you ride as the water slowly drains down. Takes a few minutes. And as the water finally kind of drains beneath the level where it begins to open up, Thagrin and Tanuki, if you guys are watching, I'd like you to make a perception check.
Tanuki can't see in the dark.
Yeah, he's got a torch, so yeah, Tanuki will have to make
Oh,
this at
drop it!
disadvantage. Sorry.
Please don't drop it.
Well, I have to open up Thagrin.
If that turns us into a natural one. Yeah. Not a natural one, but a lot worse.
Hold the torch over the hole.
Thagrin. No, I want to look at the character, not you.
Yeah, that's about 30 feet down, though, so it's beyond your 20 feet bright light, and it's into your 20 feet of dim light. So. Okay.
18.
All right. With a 13, Tanuki, you're watching, and Zucker just seems like he might have dipped down underneath, but you just don't really catch where he went. He just, as the water drains down below that, you lose sight of him. Thagrin, you see as he dips down, he doesn't float off to the side or anything. He just vanishes from view. But the rope is still hanging down below that.
Zucker, are you still there? Zucker?
Can I hear him?
You get no response. I'll come back to you in a bit, Zucker.
I kind of pull the rope. Is it still taut?
Nope.
No, I just pull it up, and does it look like it's been cut or something?
Nope. Pull it up, and yeah, you pull the whole rope up.
Oh, no. Tanuki, I think we have to go down there.
Just the silent resignation of.
At this point, the water looks like it's completely gone, and you notice that even though the walls of the well are dry.
They're dry?
Yeah.
Like there was never water there to begin with?
Yep.
Oh, good. Okay.
Oh, good.
What the fuck are we tying this rope off to?
I don't know. I don't even know if it would help.
Well, I sure as shit would rather not fall.
Oh, hey, look, I can just see right through this window here.
I'm having flashbacks.
Oh,
I can see right through this.
That's weird.
Anyway, is there like a rock or something that we can tie this to, or? It's hold on.
Because I see little spikes under there.
Yeah.
Like there's
Yeah,
stuff
if we
right
tied
here.
it to like this pole right here. Oh, there's like,
Yeah.
there's that thing there.
Mhm.
I can't move Thagrin, so I couldn't see where that was.
Yeah, that's fine.
How sturdy do those look?
Not.
How much do you weigh? He looks at Tanuki.
This ain't gonna be a small number.
No, it's not.
I weigh 350.
Fuck, you called me fat.
I don't look it.
You feel it though.
I will say the sticks themselves look fairly sturdy. It's just the way they're placed into the dirt and rock here that doesn't perhaps look like it's that well
There's
done.
not much that we can tie this rope to.
Well, how the fuck are we getting down, Thagrin? There's
I
no
don't
water.
know. Dig a hole.
Jump,
We'll
jump,
Dig a hole. We will just kind of fill it. We'll put rocks. We'll put the sticks in there.
I'm concerned with how accurate your responses are.
Yeah, very good. Yeah. Oh, good.
You have the claws. You can dig, right? I have fingers. I can't really dig very well.
So I have to do all the work?
I'm going to gather the sticks. We got to make it sturdy. Because it's not going to hold you if it's not. It'll hold me fine. I don't weigh 300 pounds.
Oh my god.
You're so good at Kevin.
Take it.
Alright,
This fucking hole.
So you're what's your plan here? You're digging a hole?
Digging
I
a
guess we're
hole to
trying to
put the
dig a
sticks
hole
in to
to-
make a sturdier hole.
Yes.
Yeah, make a snow anchor, but out of dirt.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're attempting to dig something that you can stick the sticks into
Yes.
And
to
then
give them an anchor. Okay.
It'd be
Yes.
multiple sticks, so they're especially stronger. And he's going to tie the rope around it and make
Okay.
it tight.
Yeah, with just a little bit of time and being careful with that, you can dig that out, no problem. That's fine.
We'll gather the sticks, the strongest looking sticks from like the sticks near me and the sticks over here, just like whatever I can. What seems like won't break under a lot of weight, and just kind of stick them in the hole and help kick the dirt in and pack it in as tight as possible. Make sure they're good like halfway down into the dirt, or at least as deep as we got it.
Yep.
Then pack it in, tie the rope around, give it a good pull, make sure it's not going anywhere. Okay, you first.
The fuck?
Look, if it'll hold you, it'll hold me. And you
Yes,
seem
I'm
to be
gonna-
better off. You seem to be more able to land on your feet than I do.
It won't be pretty if I land on my feet right now, though. I'm gonna take some of my rope and I'm gonna tie it around Trekker's torso and then tie that to me.
Okay.
Oh no.
Because, he's still here.
No.
Okay.
Just to tightly wrap it, and I guess I'm gonna slowly try to rappel down this thing. And not eat shit.
All right. Give me an what is that? Athletics check, I believe, to descend the rope. It's a very low DC.
Can I just be fancy while going down it and use acrobatics?
Oh!
Oh! Well, at least he's tied to the rope. Like,
Okay, so
Fun
I never said I
Tanuki.
was tied to it.
Tanuki.
you said you tied the rope to you.
No, that's the
Oh,
rope that's
Trekker.
tied to.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, so Tanuki, you've got Trekker with you, and you are holding onto this rope, and you're pulling yourself down.
You got it.
You make it about 10 feet, and the walls here are just so smooth and slick, you can't get a good, like, your foot pressed up against it, and your feet give out from beneath you, and
Oh,
just
you don't got it.
instinctively, you let go of the rope to try and, like, grab onto something, and there's just nothing to grab.
Why did you let go?
While
And-
I'm pulling Trekker above me over my chest, and I'm falling on my fucking back.
Okay. You fall down below, and Thorgrin watches as Tanuki, holding Thorgrin, looking terrified, vanishes from view.
Oh shit. Oh no. Oh, okay. That did not go well. All right.
As my hand falls through the black void, flipping him off.
You shouldn't have let go.
just Terminator thumbs up, but with the fucking middle finger instead.
He's gonna get up, kind of pace back and forth. All right, try to psych himself. All right, I can do this. All right, it's just a hole. It's fine.
Please not one.
Okay. All right. He's gonna grab the rope. Okay. He's gonna start climbing down. All right. I got this. It'll be okay. Okay.
All right, athletics check, please. It is not a very high DC.
It doesn't matter if
You're
you're
not
on
low
one.
enough, apparently.
11.
11. Yeah, Thorgrin doesn't really understand why this was so difficult for Tanuki. he
He
gets
weighs
down.
50 pounds.
This is that bad. It's because of his shell. He was very heavy. It
Yeah.
probably wears on out.
And Thorgrin repels down and gets somewhere else. I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break, and then we'll come back to Sumazu.
No! I bet I'll be fucking dead. I'm kicking his ass. I have 5 fucking HP.
Oh no!
Oh no!
That's the problem with that.
Why didn't you say anything?
No! You could have stayed up top.
Ugh.
Someone was supposed to stay up top and hold the rope.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
Like,
fuck,
Oh.
we lost a turtle. A
no, it's
turtle
fine.
oh,
lost to time.
Jesus.
Turtle in time.
Oh,
Aragorn has
no.
+3 medicine. He'll be fine.
oh God.
He'll be able to stabilize him.
I'm loving this necklace though.
Since Luck said
He's-
it, I can't
He's
not
totally
hear.
in on it.
Since Luck said it, I can't not hear fucking
Tip-tick.
tip-tick now.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I connected to Argrim so hard with this necklace. I had to take it.
Okay.
Also, it fits Silker pretty well. He needs it.
All right. Sumazu. You were swimming down below into this well-carved marble cavern, perfectly squared off, and into this square hallway. And it's like you
And
He
then
fell in the well.
Oh
He
no!
fell down the well, yeah.
Fucking cliffhanger!
And then the narrator vanished too.
What happened?
It's power.
You disappeared completely.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
You disconnected.
well.
It's like you go into the and you're gone. you disconnected from the chat. It's like, oh no.
Oh, snap. Okay. Yeah. You guys can hear me now, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so you were swimming down into this square cavern. Perfectly squared, carved, polished stone. And it's as if you blink and suddenly you are elsewhere. And the cavern surrounding you is much wider and much larger than where you just were. You can see this rough, natural-looking stone with coral growing on it, surrounding you in every direction. And as you take a moment to kind of take in where you are and what just happened, Astriapas swims up to you, your pet shark from back home. Swims up to you and kind of butts its nose up against you as it swims past and begins swimming circles around you, visibly happy to see you.
Hey, buddy. Do I recognize where I am?
You do not, although at the same time it looks strangely familiar. It feels like your home, but there's no landmarks in particular that you recognize.
I'm gonna keep my breath held.
Okay. You feel
And
the
if I
skin,
look up, is
or
there
the water.
a surface?
Yeah, the water around you is salt water. Now you can feel the comfortable sense of that seawater up against your skin instead of the harshness of the fresh water. And as you look up, you do not see a surface. You appear to be in some natural cove with the coral-covered rock over the top of you.
All right. Any direction look in? Is there? Am I in a cove? Like, is that what it looks like?
Yeah,
Is
it
there
looks
a
like
cave, like an exit or something I can swim out of.
you look around and it looks as if everything is sealed off, as if there is no exit from this place. There is only this perfectly spherical coral cavern. Well, I say perfectly spherical, but it's not so perfect as that. There's rough hewn bits where it grows in a little more, and it you know, it's this natural sphere. It's big too.
So I'm, like,
it's maybe a
imprisoned
couple
at-
100 feet across.
So I'm like imprisoned at the moment. There's like no way out. No.
It seems to be that way. Yeah.
Mm,
The shark got it
he
somehow.
thinks in his mind. I'm gonna look at Strip us and kind of like, I'm just kind of, is it really him? Does it?
Okay.
Am I not getting any? I'm gonna examine him, make sure.
Yeah. Make your choice of investigation or insight.
Just imagining this big shark man grabbing a smaller shark and just
15.
15. Okay. It seems to be him. You know, as you're more gentle with, you're not grabbing him, and you know, you're kind of guiding him around you so you can get a look at him as he continues swimming, and you know, you recognize, oh, there's a scar from when he was young and he swam too close to a ray that struck him from beneath, and you know, all these things that you this is him, as far as you can tell.
Gonna kind of swim around then, see if I can find anything of interest.
Okay. You swim around, and there seem to be, you know, plenty of these tropical fish enjoying their life in the coral, kind of diving in and out. Nothing that you see here that would hunt anything, though, except for you. And then you spot kind of floating in a cross-legged position amidst a particularly overgrown part of the coral. You see Taluuke, your brother.
I go over to him, still a little wary because I was not imprisoned like a few seconds ago.
Right. Yeah, you swim over to him. His eyes are closed. He's got his hands on his knees as he sits just floating in place. His tail kind of gently swaying side to side to keep him in that spot.
I try to. I say. What'd you say his name was?
Taluuke.
Okay,
It's your
that's
brother,
right.
man.
Ooh. I forgot. My mind. When I first came up with it was Taluk, and then he's a Taluk because he says that the two U's are pronounced, and I just
Right.
gotta remember that. I just go Taluk. There we go.
You see one eye kind of open up and look at you,
And he's gone.
and he kind of startles back and says,
And the world ended. Oh no.
stop on
You're
your
back.
stream too.
what the heck?
It stops on your stream too. Yeah, there's just your
Yeah.
goofy gator.
I think they could probably still hear me on stream because my audio input is coming into stream. But yeah, what the heck? Why am I disconnecting?
I don't know.
It's weird. But you can hear
People
me
are
now, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
you know, it's just the world's losing faith in God. It's okay.
Okay.
It happens.
You just the last thing you said was he opened his eyes.
Yeah, and then literally just boom, instantaneously, nothing.
Man, these disconnects are really well timed.
He opens kind of one eye and then both eyes kind of startle open as he startles backwards and brother, what are you doing here?
I don't know. I was just in a well trying to find out why it was making things sick. I was wondering what's at the bottom of it. No. I'm here, apparently. Sam has kind of, by the way, Sam is starting to breathe now because he's talking. But
Yeah.
so
Okay. Yeah, the water breathing comes through fine. It feels, perfectly healthy, like the water from back home.
okay.
And your brother kind of looks at you and says, that is not right. You
Yeah.
should
No.
not be here
I know.
unless you have
That's what.
died, brother.
I hope not. Are you? Wait. Why are you here?
I have been here for many days now. But worry not for me. I am not dead. I have entered.
Good. I have worried about you. I haven't seen you in quite a while.
Yes, I have been unable to come home. I have entered a spiritual journey. I have traveled to Matuku's realm to speak with him, but I have been unable to find him. It has been very taxing.
I recently had an experience that was very Matuku feeling.
You did?
Yeah, there was this Akulu that had come across me in my party, and they didn't seem like they were running away, and he was quite fast, so I did the only thing I thought that would be helpful, and I scared it. And, yeah, afterward, like, during the fight, I felt a little stronger, and a bit more connected to Matuku.
Yes, of course, I can see that now upon you. You... Brother, I don't know how you've managed this, but in perhaps a single moment you have become closer to Matuku than I or anyone I know has come in years of training and study and service. This is astounding.
Also, I was fired. I'm no longer a soldier for the temple.
You what? But why?
I don't know. I'll just go through the explanation of what happened.
Okay. Do you hold anything back?
Nope.
Okay. You take your time in telling the story, and you find that there was more to tell than you thought, and you find that roughly an hour or more has passed, as you have told him everything from your experience with the dead reef and your interactions with the shaman Kahunga, and your meeting with the champion Phaedron, to meeting the water woman that guided you to the rest of these adventurers and your time on the land, till eventually you came here. And he interrupts only rarely to ask clarifying questions, and he seems enthralled by the events that you tell to him. And when you finish, he takes some time to tell his own tale. And he tells you of some strange behavior within the temple that he had begun to notice weeks ago. and he had kept it to himself for some time. And it was only just a few days ago that things began to become dramatically worse. And he believes you wholeheartedly when you tell of your experience with Kahunga, because he himself has noticed that the kind of middle-ranked shaman has been giving a strange number of orders through the temple of late, and has seemed to be involved in much more decision-making than should come from his rank. And he tells you of entire rooms of service that have been cut off from all lower level priests have been unable to access these, which has never happened in his years of service here. And some strange smells of not just blood, but foul blood coming from some of these rooms before, and warnings to stay away and not question things, which led to Taluke sequestering himself in one of the few rooms left available to him, speaking to one of his closest friends within the temple, a younger priest who he trusts to watch over him as he entered into this spiritual journey to enter Matuku's realm, or attempt to. And he explains how it's been days, and he has been he entered this place, but he's been unable to leave. And as he gets to this point in the conversation, he looks past you for a moment and seems shocked. And you follow his gaze, and there, where there was none before, is a path out of this cavern. Another coral-covered round tunnel that just seems to head off into it curves off into some unknown area. And
there we go. There's an exit right there.
Taluke looks back at you and says, "That is it. I do not understand. I have been here for days, and yet it is your presence here. Matuku, he..." This means that Matuku will answer questions. I have some of my own, but if you'd like, we could go ask him questions together.
Yes. I have no idea what to ask. Actually, I might have one or two. Yeah, okay. I have a few.
Take your time to think of them. I doubt we will get more than one opportunity to ask such questions, to have such a communion of him, but and Matuku is in no rush. He never is.
Okay. Well.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll unless there's anything else you immediately want to
he's
say
just gonna
do.
think about the question, because he wants to think of how to phrase the question, really.
Okay. Yeah, so the two of you sit there and kind of think over some things, and you can bounce ideas off of each other, and we will cut over to Raylia, who was the second one to swim down.
Okay.
Raylia.
Yeah.
You are keeping your eyes peeled for your Ralmoa friend, who just disappeared into this beautiful marble underwater cavern. You kind of dip your head down and start to take the swim into the center of this cavern to get a good look around.
Yep.
And you get this shock of cold that kind of takes your breath away for just a moment. Some bubbles escape your lips, and as you momentarily forget that you even can breathe underwater here, and you look around and suddenly there is nothing but emptiness around you. You are in frigid, empty, cold, so cold waters, and it is at once this horrible, terrible sense of familiarity.
Yeah.
As you were never conscious of being here before, but now your mind is present as you find yourself in wherever it was that you were kept during those days, years, however long it was that you were stuck inside that vast beast. Oh, but a year ago.
Yep. Yeah, she's gonna immediately begin panicking. Just.
Really begins to panic, and the sense of up and down and left and right just begin to vanish from her as there is nothing to guide her, and even the feeling of the pressure, she can't get a sense of which way would be even up, and there is nothing to guide her. She's lost in this empty void of blank, frigid waters, when suddenly she spins, and there in front of her in the distance is a figure.
She immediately is apprehensive as fuck and doesn't trust it. But is almost what's the word? What's against? It's like two opposing. There's a word for it. She's at odds in her mind. Like she's kind of looking for help. Conflicted, yeah. I'm a dumbass. Sorry, she's conflicted. She's kind of looking for help.
Very good.
And also a little curious, but also fucking terrified.
Okay. Well, as the fear begins to battle in within the hope of something there, something to move toward, to grab on to get her out of this frigid place. She recognizes the figure. This is the man who raised her, who took her in when she was but a babe. What is his name?
Fucking.
Specifically messaged you about this.
I know, and then I had to go to work and I forgot about it. Where the fuck? Where the fuck? I had it all written out. Wendell.
Okay.
It's
Let me
Old
just
Man
write that
Wendell.
down.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, ahead of you, you see Wendell, who is looking back at you. His form somewhat translucent, as whatever has happened to Raelia seems to have afflicted him in some ways as well.
Mr. Wendell?
Raelia. Oh, it is so good and horrible to see you here. I thought you had escaped this place. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Making sure I didn't cut out again. Why did you come back?
I didn't want to come back. I was somewhere else, and I was free again. And tell me this is just a dream.
Oh, my
This can't be
dear
real again.
sweet child, this is no dream. But I can see it in you. You are here as more than we were when we stayed here so long ago.
It is good to see you. I never thought I would see you again, but this is. You're not still. Has this been? Have you been like this ever since? You never got away. You never.
Oh, child. No. I was never able to escape this place. I have been dead here for... I don't know how many millennia.
I don't want to be here anymore. I can't do this again.
You are stronger than the ones who were taken by him. You were not taken by him. You could not have been. He is dead. So...
Then why are we here? Why are we back here?
I have never left, but you must have come back to him in some way. I do not understand, but you have a solidity that we never had. Your memories, they will stick. Your mind, it still works. Tomorrow I will forget that I had ever met you here. But for now, before I forget, Aurelia, let me show you what I have seen of him, and perhaps you can take what that frigid beast stole from us, and take some of him, and claim it for your own, and you can escape again.
What do I need to do?
And he begins guiding you through some of these empty waters, taking you taking through these twists and turns that you don't even know how he can recognize where he is going, or if he even does recognize where he is going. You don't feel as if you're getting anywhere, going anyplace new. Everything just feels this empty void. And you're surrounded by nothing. When suddenly you see this moat of this frosty light, and you realize that for some reason you weren't able to see these before, but there are thousands of these moats. They are scattered everywhere. They like nodes in a network, and you've been guided between them, despite them being hidden from your view. and he guides you to one, and you can see that there is this radiance emanating from it, but unlike so many of these others, the radiance here is broken. The shell of energy coming from this moat has a hole, a crack that can be reached into. That there is something within that you can pull out or pull on, maybe pull yourself into. It's hard to know. It's hard to get a sense of space and time and dimension here, but there's something to be pulled within it.
Okay. This is. She reaches out a hand to the orb and is about to touch it, and then she turns back to Wendell and reaches out and tries to grab his hand as well.
Okay.
Come with me.
Okay.
And then she grabs the orb. Yeah.
Make a spellcasting attack.
Okay.
Using your proficiency bonus and
Using everything.
Yeah, proficiency and charisma.
Yeah. 26. So 19.
1d6. Wow. Okay. So, as Aurelia reaches in with one hand and the other hand grasping a hold of Wendell, Aurelia reaches in and it takes effort, mental, spiritual effort, to push the hand in. It is as if it's being resisted, and sharp, icy spikes are being pushed into her hand as to resist her as she shoves through, and it is more almost as much mental as it is physical as she pushes through, and the threat of letting go of Wendell is strong as she grabs something shapeless within. This whole place just seeming to be this empty void with this one node that she can grab a hold of. And it's as if she's gripping the handle to existence itself. And
okay.
And suddenly the resistance stops. And it took every bit of mental energy she had, but she held a hold of Wendell, and she can see clearly through this space. She feels power within her. Whatever it was that had shaped her from her original form into the form she holds today, she's stolen a little bit more of it. And she feels like she can guide her way through. There's a path clear laid out before her from node to node to node that will take her out of this place and back to where she came from. It is a long journey ahead of her, but she knows the way.
Okay, cool.
She know the way.
God damn you, Strike.
Aurelia can now apply her Curse of the Sea as a bonus action. Just for free.
Wait, as in, like, just without having
It's
to
like
use a
Hunter's
can-
Mark.
Right, without having to use a cantrip. So she can still apply it the same way as normal, or she can apply it with a bonus action and it will last until the next turn. In addition,
Okay.
Nice.
against a cursed target, she can re-roll ones when using cold damage.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
And reroll ones when using cold damage.
Yep. Only cold.
Okay. Well, yeah, Cole doesn't have a whole lot of really great spells later, so that's going to be useful.
I think the best later one is like Ice Wall.
Yeah.
I think there's a couple. There's a version of the sphere spell you've been using that lets you choose its element too.
That is what I'm using.
Yeah, I think there's a higher level version of that does.
Oh, okay, cool.
I can't remember what it's called though.
Okay. And Relia begins the I imagine arduous journey through probably her own mind as well as this world, yeah?
Yeah. Okay.
And she carries Wendell with her?
Yeah. As she
Okay.
pushes forward, she realizes that from time to time, these nodes kind of connect with a more real space, and she's not traveling quite through those real spaces, but she's into this, like she's rubbing up against the veil of these more solid, more real places within the ocean. Each one of them, this deep, cold, dark place. And as she travels, travel takes days, weeks, perhaps. You're not totally sure. And so over the next few weeks, as we take a break after today, if there's any questions you have for Wendell, the two of you can discuss. You have plenty of time to ask and discuss. But I'll also want you to think about as Rayleigh gets closer and closer to her destination. She begins to recognize that Wendell has existed in this space for too long, and no longer does he hold a form, a corporeal form of any kind. So Rayleigh will have to find one to place him in.
Oh. Okay. Okay then. Not a crab.
He can share with the necklace.
No. That is a
Who are you?
hell I would not condemn anyone to.
I have someone to talk to forever. Oh, yes.
Just give Zoker all of the mystical beings inside of trinkets. We are one.
Yep. So the more complex the form, the more difficult it will be for Braille to succeed. So I will let you decide whether you want to. Yeah, I'll let you decide. Let you think about that.
Okay.
Yeah, that was cool. I was not expecting that.
Me neither.
One last thing.
Mm-hmm.
As Rayleigh travels from node to node, and she gets the sense that she's going between places that are less deep and less of an area where this realm connects as solidly. She begins to recognize that there are shapes watching from beyond this veil. And it takes a few instances of sighting it. But as the days and the weeks pass, she begins to realize that these are crabs
God fucking damn you!
watching her.
It said not crabs. Okay. Fine.
All evolution leads to crab.
It's true. Okay.
Thank you. That was cool. All right.
All right.
Fuck it.
Cryptic has Cryptic have wolves, Antho is crab.
All right, Zoker.
They're gonna do a joint campaign.
Oh,
and have a
boy.
crab wolf monster hybrid.
Zoker's turn, yeah.
I've spent most of Cryptic's time practicing my Zoker voice because I didn't think I'd have to use it this early on.
Okay. So Zoker is riding the flush all the way down.
Wow, if I had seen how slow this was going, I would have maybe waited a second.
Does it spin
I just
counterclockwise
really-
or clockwise? Are we above or below the equator?
Yeah,
I
it's not
just really
spinning at
love
all.
to think that he just jumped in without like quicker the thing. Now jump in, and his head was just still above the well as he's just kind of spinning. I overreacted.
Just the head in the center of a toilet flush just going slowly down.
But Zoker, you get kind of this point where you've taken enough time here where you've gotten a little bit comfortable with just sitting in the float here, and then you dip below that level of the cavern and you realize, well, you're not in water anymore. You're perfectly dry, and around you is a huge, beautiful, overgrown grove, and you sit upon a bed of leaves and fungi that have just kind of been grown naturally to sit you up perfectly right where you are. And
I'm just looking around like, Sam Jr., where am I?
as you think that, and you begin to focus in the picture to this voice in your head, and you hear,
Oh, yes, Your Majesty, of course. Show me and I will tell you.
you turn a little bit to your left, and you see this massive 25-foot tall, four-armed gorilla leaning up against a tree with one hand kind of propping him up, one hand reaching up and kind of fingers kind of brushing through some of the leaves and the just tremendous amount of various fruits and berries and nuts all growing on the leaves of and branches of this tree, and the other two arms kind of diagonal from one another, peeling the peel off of one bright orange and blue fruit as he peels it back and then rips and shoves a piece into its mouth and says,
Oh, yes, it is my little sneaky friend. Hello.
Should I know you?
and you hear in your head,
Yes, Your Highness, I have no idea where we are. I'm so sorry. Please don't hurt me. Don't throw me away.
Silence!
Yeah, okay, yes, sir.
and you hear the gorilla speak again.
Of course you know me, but not in this form, I am sure. Little snaky friend, you are in my home, and I am Zapazzo. You know of me,
Ooh.
yes?
Okay.
Can you spell that?
Zipatso.
He says the name again, and you feel the name just emblazoned in your head.
I know who he is.
Spoilers.
I didn't say who. I just said I know who he is.
Okay.
he's casually, he's just like leaned back and he's just peeling another piece and tossing the fruit into his mouth.
Ow.
What is the reason I am here?
Little friend, you impressed me. You took my bounties, and you interrupted a fierce battle between two brothers who annoy me ever so much. And you, with my gifts, beat the both of them at their very own game. Oh, I could not have asked for something better to happen in that moment.
Hang on, I need to go get a slice of ham so I can give it to Antho.
What? Why?
For hamming it up.
Oh.
No, it's good. I'm fucking with you. It's good. It's good. Sorry. Continue.
It's okay. Zapazzo here he seems to, he speaks and he just sits in a comfortable silence. You don't get this, like when he's done speaking, you don't get the sense that he's in a rush to hear from you or even necessarily waiting for you to say anything. Just hear if you want to speak.
Okay. I'm just gonna fuck. Okay.
Where am I?
Little friend, you are in my personal grove. This is where I come when I want to relax, which is most of the time. And he kind of bangs against the tree, and this like golden with red stripes fruit just plops down into a waiting hand, and he holds up the fruit and bites into it, and it just drips down in this beautiful nectar that's dripping down into his fur. He seems perfectly nonplussed.
What is it you want from me?
I wish to show you the ways of the fruits of the land and the bounties of Zapazzo. Do you wish to indulge in the bounties of Zapazzo?
You offer powers?
Powers, strength, incredible wonders that the other Loa can only dream of. They beg for every day of their disgusting lives. They come to me. They come to Zapazzo asking for food, for sustenance. But Zapazzo offers freely to most, and offers to you more than he offers to most.
Then I will accept.
Wonderful.
And he slams his fist against his like elbow up against a root next to him, and the tree above him shakes, and a plump blue with yellow spots fruit just falls from the branches directly above you, straight into your lap.
Careful. If you eat it, you'll never swim again.
And you'll be here for the next 10 years.
And suddenly, from amidst the undergrowth around, dozens of tiny little varieties of harmless garden snakes come slithering through and begin wrapping themselves around different flowers, fruits, nuts, berries, roots, stems, leaves. And you watch as they begin one by one harvesting different things. And Zapazzo looks at you and gestures widely with his arm. Feast, my child, and enjoy the teachings of Zapazzo's servants.
Alright, I will eat the fruit.
Okay. It is spectacular. The, without a doubt, best thing you have ever tasted in your life. Nothing else that you have ever had has every flavor all at once, just threatening to overwhelm your senses, and for a moment you can do nothing except savor the wonderful nectar from this godlike fruit. It's almost unbearable how incredible it is. But what's even more unbearable is realizing that the taste of this will end one day. And it takes some time to overcome this feeling of this incredible wonder and knowing it won't be here forever.
I've watched Firefox Season 1. Firefox Season 1, I know. I'm familiar with the feeling.
But you do, and when you do, you come to realize that in your time savoring this fruit, Zapazzo has gone. And before you sit a dozen or more snakes that seem to be just staring up at you, waiting.
Okay, I'm going to. I'm going to try to just have them all move to the side, just with my thoughts.
Okay. You think, and you hear a voice that says,
Your Highness, I cannot move. I am stuck here. I am so sorry.
Not you. The snakes.
Oh, yes, I'm sorry.
and the snakes don't seem to be following your command. But as you've kind of shifted up and tried to, just take a better posture in order to take this command with, one of them begins slithering off. And the others all turn to look at the one.
Okay, I'll follow it out.
Okay. You follow it, and it guides you to a flower that you've never seen before, and you watch as it curls around and very carefully and in a way that no snake should have the intelligence to have this kind of dexterity. As it begins to pluck the petals one by one, and places them gently in a pile, and the rest of the snakes come and they gather them and take the petals over and you watch as these petals begin to get ground into something new. And the realization comes upon you that these snakes are teaching you all the secrets that Wodrell was so hesitant to give you about herbalism and alchemy. And you hear a thundering voice through the trees as the snakes begin to finish up what they're doing now. It says,
Yes, the little one has figured it out. Do not worry. You will be here for some time learning the secrets of Zapazzo's bounties. But your friends are in places of their own. Each of them... well, some of them in danger. Some of them quite safe. But beyond our reach now. If you'd like, at any time, ask away, and my servants will show you your friends and their journeys.
They are no friends of mine. And I'm just going to focus intently on the snakes.
okay. Wow. Love it.
Well,
Okay.
fuck.
So,
Gonna kill us.
over the next nearly 3 weeks, you get taught in incredible efficiency the secrets of the jungle. You now are proficient in an herbalism kit. And throughout the days, you slowly gather the pieces of an herbalism kit. Each of this kind of naturally harvested thing, all out of bits of plant matter. You have a naturally shaped piece of bark that acts as your bowl, and a perfectly knotted stub of a branch that was ground up against a very hard tree to form a perfect little mortar and pestle. Each piece of this herbalism kit coming from the plant life that seems so endless and vast in variety around you. And I am now going to send you one other document.
Oh god.
If I can find it. I know I've got it in here somewhere. Where did I put it? I've got the text document. Let me just I will find it for you, and I will send it to you as soon as I do. Where would I have put that? Ha! Found it. All right. So you are aware of all of the things in this, but during your and you are aware of how to harvest any of them. But during your time here, you will get 20 days worth of crafting and harvesting of your own using the first book that I sent you. As once you have been taught everything, the snakes kind of guide you through and help you to find some of the things that you're looking for. And so for each of your checks spent scavenging, you will have advantage. And then we can go through together all of the things that you find and the time you spend crafting it into various poisons or
All
other
right.
things. Okay. All right. Yeah, if there's anything else that comes up you'd like to address over this time, let me know.
Nope, that'd be it.
Next is Tanuki.
Splat. Okay, next character.
Tanuki, you are climbing down the well here with the perfectly smooth stone. When suddenly your feet slip out from under you, your hands instinctively let go, and you are grasping for the rope. And suddenly the rope is not there, and you are falling, but then you are not falling. You're standing. There was no impact. You did not land. You just are suddenly standing in this vast clearing. Around you, the jungle surrounds you. There are the giant trees, although the trees themselves seem almost... you can't focus on them. That you can't get into details of them. How many branches are there? How many leaves? You don't know. But there's trees. It's at the edge of the clearing. And here in the clearing, right in front of you, is Vista. And at your feet is Trekker. And it is just the three of you. Vista moves aside for just a moment, and you see beyond her the great Triceratops. You see a carved bone totem jutting from the ground here in the very center of this clearing. The bones seemingly carved from bones that don't match the shape of what you see here, and instead you just see this almost spinal column rise from the earth with the skeleton of something artificial. Again, it's carved from something else, but intimidating. And it's just you three and Bones.
I'm gonna motion to Vista and Trekker, and I'm gonna start walking towards the carved totem.
Okay.
Figure.
Trekker and Vista seem, eager to understand and follow and stay put. And you approach the totem, and it is exquisitely carved. The square patterns that you've seen on so many of these bones before are covering every surface of the bones on this totem. But you cannot make out any particular design or shape to it.
Yes, I want to reach out and touch it.
Okay. You place your hand upon it, and you almost pull back, your hand almost flying off of the totem as this wave of instinctual knowledge just flows into your mind. And you know instinctively that you have been welcomed here by Ukuzi, the Loa of the Akulu. And your apology to him before, he laughed at. He thought was amusing. His beliefs, his children are raised to be hunted and to hunt. And to overcome them is to become their champion, to become stronger. To guide them is to become Ukuzi's warden. And these two Akulu here, Trekker and Vista, you understand that it is up to you now to be their warden. He has created creatures with intelligence before, and while he did not create you, you have shown the care and the fierceness that is required to care for and protect his children. And so these two are yours.
Tanuki became a Pokemon master.
Yeah. What does he do?
He's gonna look around and shout, What happened to me? I was falling and holding Trekker. What happens?
You get no answer. But you get this sense that this feeling, unshakable feeling that you are safe here, and that you are, just as you are to watch over the others here, you yourself are being watched over here.
I want to pull out the fetish of a Kurlid.
Okay.
And I want to use Eyes Above
Okay.
to summon the spectral pterodactyls and just try and see what all I can see here.
Okay. You attempt to connect with the fetish of the Akulu here, and it's as if the spirit you're trying to call is somewhere else, and it does not work.
Just with that and receiving, I am basically what it seems like, as I am a warden. I want to work with Trekker and Vista.
Okay.
Since it feels like that's what I was basically guided to do. I want to basically do training.
Excellent.
In this vast field.
Yeah, and it feels right as you settle into that decision. It's like your mind has connected with your instincts, like you've just settled into something primal as hunting and feeding and sleeping. This training and tutelage and acting as their warden is right. And so you have 20 days worth of training that you can accomplish. And during this time, with Trekker and Vista so connected and in tune with the environment that you're in, any failures you get may be re-rolled. By the end of this time, Trekker, of course, also will have grown a little bit, and I will get you new stats for him. And you find that throughout these days, as it just comes naturally to feel, it is time to feed, both for yourself and for the two herbivores that you are wardening. the food is just so easily found. You make your way, and it just feels right to go and, you know, hunt at the edge of the clearing, and the clearing gives way to a path for you to hunt down, and you hunt, and you don't remember exactly what it was you hunted or what it was you ate, but you did, and it was there, and it gave you the sustenance you needed to move on. And with that, we will come back to Siamazu. As Kevin is not here to speak through his Theragun interaction.
Oh, I already said what happened to him in your chat.
Yeah.
Chances that.
So, Sam, you and your brother are now traveling through the tunnel on your way to commune with Matuku.
Okay.
And as you make your way through, is there anything you wish to ask him before you reach Matuku?
So,
Sorry.
I'm not as well versed in all this as you are. Should I be expected to do anything when we talk to him?
I do not know. It seems that your presence is what allowed us to visit him at all. I would suggest only that you be yourself. Do not show weakness.
Okay. I just want to say he's not like scared about when he's questioning that. He's just like, I just don't want to come off as a dick.
Right.
Because he's not really like aware of how big of a. I mean, he knows it's a big deal, but it's not like as big as a deal as his brother probably thinks it is.
Right. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, your brother's been serving, worshiping Matuku his whole life, and and you haven't.
I mean, I wouldn't say he hasn't, but he hasn't really, gone that deep into it. But,
right.
So
exactly.
Okay, I'll just be me then.
Okay. All right. The two of you continue on, and the tunnel kind of winds and curves, and then it opens up into this vast.
As they're swimming through the tunnel, he's just gonna go, "Oh, this is so nicer than walking." It sucks up there. I was gonna say, it's really uncomfortable.
So the tunnel opens up into this vast, vibrant ocean with hundreds of colorful fish swimming by, just ripe for the taking. And
I'm gonna take a few. If one just gets nearby, he is gonna go.
It does, and it seems that the fish are almost eager to be caught, but then as you lunge out for them, they dodge away more deftly than you would expect, almost teasing you, just tickling that primal instinct of the thrill of chasing them down. As if the beginning of the hunt is so easy to start, and the rest of it's so satisfying to endure.
He hesitates a moment while swimming. He slows down a minute and is like, important things. Focused. Focused.
And suddenly this great shark, easily 10, 15, 20 times larger than any shark Siamazu has ever seen before. It must be
Whoa.
200 feet from head to tail or larger. Emerges from the back of this cove and from the darkness and swims up, and you feel the whole waters of the cove shift as Matuku swims, and just his body moves everything around him. And you suddenly get the sense of impatience.
Oh. Hi.
You hear no voice in return, but you get, as the waters kind of shift you around, you feel an urgency pulled at you to speak whatever it is you wish to speak. And you realize that you are kind of locked in this moment with Matuku, and your brother is beside you, but he is connected himself, and you do not hear what he has to say, and he cannot hear what you have to say, as you are each just connected one-on-one.
Okay. Okay. So, figured try have some questions that hopefully I can use to get the answers to use to help to protect the reef, and was hoping if you happen to know the source of that the grossness that's been happening around the weird fish people that are super decayed, and that weird that thing that happened by that town. Yes, the corruption. That's the word. Thank you.
And as Sam kind of stumbles out this long, awkward question, Matuku suddenly surges forward and
Whoa.
is swimming straight at you. Mouth opens, and he is inescapable. As
Hey, Sam's just like, oh.
giant mouth closes
Apparently
around
I'm already
you,
dead, so.
and then Sam finds himself swimming, not in control of his own self, but swimming, and he realizes he doesn't have his arms or his legs, but stronger fins, and he realizes that he's swimming through the body of a shark and being guided through and seeing and smelling what the shark feels. And the shark swims past this haggardly, rag-covered, wrinkled woman that is sitting at the bottom of a shore about 12 feet below the surface, digging aggressively through the sand and pulling individual clams and oysters apart and ripping them and tossing them aside until she finds this one pearl. And you see as she kind of looks around, she has these jagged teeth, not quite shark-like, but not unlike a shark's teeth either. This extra wide row unnatural for a humanoid shape. And she kind of gurgles and looks around and then dives up towards the surface. And you feel suddenly as you shift and you're in a different shark's body and you're smaller than you were before, but still swimming smoothly through the ocean. And you see the same woman coming down, and you watch as she crushes this red pearl that she had gathered before, and it just obliterates into dust, and the dust sprinkles into nothing. And she kind of gathers this energy harvested from this pearl and places it into the coral beneath her, which glows bright red for just a moment, but then the glow simmers back down, and she seems overly excited with herself, almost giggling in a disturbing kind of way as bubbles escape her mouth and float to the surface. And she swims around and she traces a clawed finger in a circle around all of the coral that just glowed bright red. And the red glow comes back for a moment and dies again, and she swims back up to the surface. And you see this again and again and again as you get taken through different bodies of different sharks. And you see her time and time and time again, just harvesting magic from different things, pearls, bones, teeth, and placing the magic into the waters. And then suddenly you are back, floating before the great Matuku.
I know that bitch. Not actually know, right? He knows. He remember. He's thinking back on the stories that he heard from the young shark. He's like, shit. I need to get back and tell the champion about this, or I could take care of it myself. Gotta do something.
Yeah. So you are back here, and you get this impending sense of what is next. You feel just this present knowledge that Matuku will answer 2 more questions.
What's going on at the temple? What is why is everything going so weird?
So eloquent.
Oh, you know it. Sam is just the definition of eloquence.
Yo, dog, why it be like that?
Okay.
What is that one? What was that? Okay, no, hold on. What's the goal of that one priest that I guided to that one area? What is he doing?
Kohunga?
What's his deal? Gahunga. What's with him?
Okay. So, once again, Matuku surges forward, and the inescapable, massive jaws just envelop Sam, and he finds this consciousness once more, swimming alongside another shark. This time, a smaller shark, a reef shark, just hunting, mindlessly and innocently, when you spot Kahunga, and you watch as the overweight, small-statured Raumoa begins to swim deep into some of the seaweed patch, and this nurse shark that you're just innocently following, when suddenly your vision is blacked out in one specific spot. It's as if there's this globe that you just cannot see into, and the shark follows this globe, unable to pierce into it, but able to see which direction it's going. And the blackness, the impenetrable darkness continues and continues and swims and swims and swims out into the depths, until suddenly it swims into this wall of emptiness, darkness, just where this shark, where you cannot see. And your vision again is transferred into another shark, a hunter shark this time, as once more you get a vision of this fat, miserable Raumoa swimming into the depths of seaweed. And this time you get a sense of where you are. You know that you're only maybe half a mile from the temple. You recognize this region. And he dips down, and the hunter shark kind of swims down, just kind of curious about movement, following it naturally. But your eyes focused on Kahunga, and they never leave him, and you watch as he pulls from a scaly pouch a red pearl. And the pearl he pierces with his claws, and suddenly you cannot see him. And the globe of darkness once again swims through the kelp and through and away until suddenly a wall where you, the shark's, Matuku's vision cannot go. And then you are back in front of Matuku.
They're not good, that's definitely for sure. Alright. He's gonna ponder for a moment.
Okay.
There's one question that has bugging him. That's bugged him his life. What's happening to me?
Okay. This time, the great Matuku opens his mouth, and it's as if all the water is being sucked into him. He does not surge forward, but you surge into him. And you find yourself now with your mind in two places, swimming once among a shark and once within yourself, as you witness your own birth. But you're there, watching, incapable of interacting or reacting. But you and your body now, in the same place and presence as another shark swimming by and watching. And you watch as you are born, for just a moment, you did not come out as a Raumoa, as a shark folk with limbs and vocal cords and lungs and hands and feet, but instead as a shark and nothing more.
Fuck you, dude.
But a moment passes, and there you are again as a normal Rowie baby. And no one around seemed to notice, as if they didn't see this happen. And you get this intense sensation that you, from the moment of your birth, were chosen. Not alone. You were one of a few, but you were chosen by Matuku. And he has swum with you all your life. And now this knowledge, this feeling that you have inside of you, recognizing that he has been there, you recognize that this is not a shark that your mind is a part of, but it is Matuku himself. And you are shown again through the eyes of Matuku this time, all the greatest moments of your life, your triumphs, your any time you have hunted, any time you have emerged victorious, and then most recently this battle with the Akulu, and that was you and Matuku present at once together. And that time that things had split apart for you, when there was the great crack of thunder, those were nothing more than the times where you and Matuku's minds were blending together more than before. So, now, as all of you will be gaining level 3, Siamazu, as you feel the strength of these new echoes that you can conjure forth, these echoes of... It is an echo of yourself, but more than that, it is an echo of Matuku. In addition to that,
Fuck yeah.
by having your mind so merged with the great Loa of your own kind, from now on, anytime you attack an enemy who is frightened of you with an unarmed strike, bite or fists or whatever, that attack will count as +1.
Ooh. To hit or to damage?
Both.
Hell yeah, that's awesome.
You get this this overwhelming sense that Matuku wants for you to prove yourself to him. And while he chose you at birth, you just have this overwhelming feeling, this reminder constantly that, again, you are not alone in being chosen. And you must be the one to be strong enough and to overcome everything to carry out whatever Matuku chose all of you for. Tanuki, during this time, you feel this instinctual knowledge that, yes, Akuzi has accepted you as a warden of these Akulu, but there is still some hesitancy about more. And you too will need to prove yourself to Akuzi through hunting his champions, through being a warden for his children, through carrying out his desires for his Akulu, his children. And that the opportunity is there, his attention is on you, but his favor is still in the air. Zoker, during your time here, and even directly at your first conversation with him, you know Zapazzo has been impressed with you. And you have done something for him that very few, if any, before ever have. And because of that, you understand that at this time, you currently are favored by Zapazzo. And not only is his attention on you, but he smiles upon you. Raylia.
Yep.
During this time, you know that you have pulled the sum of the power of the essence of something much bigger than you, something that had once encompassed all of you and so much more. And yet a piece of that is yours to command.
Okay.
And so I'm going to leave it off here, as each of you find that the next 20 days are encompassed by the things that you have seen here. Sam, your 20 days are spent traveling from shark to shark and seeing the hunt and feeling what it is to be more than yourself, and enveloping not just the mind, but the feeling of being something so primal as the original hunter of the ocean. So Zoker Theragrin, Zoker Tanuki, please come back to me with, we can go, off stream, we can talk about your roles as you go through for your harvesting and training, respectively. And Raylia, again, please come back to me with the form that you wish for Wendell to take in any other conversation you wish to have. Sam, I'm not sure what we can discuss as your mind is kind of not fully within your own body. And when you return, you find that your brother's spirit journey has ended. And you never quite got a chance to say goodbye.
Aw.
Well, he's just happy to know that he's alive.
And then we will come back when we reconvene after a couple weeks break.
Fuck yeah. I don't know how long it's going to be, by the way. I have stuff planned, but yeah.
Awesome. I will record my session with Theragrins and make that available for all of you as he and I discuss what happens with him as he goes down the well. So you guys will get a chance to see that since you all saw each other's as well. Okay.
Yay, level
Okay.
3.
Yep. Level 3. Congratulations. You guys earned it.
Now we get to put
Nice.
monster class in the D&D Beyond.
I
When
like
we
this
finish
was
it.
this was much it was just, I like this a lot more than the idea I originally had for him leveling to 3.
Yeah?
I like that a lot more, yeah.
Cool. I'm glad to make it better than worse.
Right, that was fun as hell.
I've got to do math. It's a lot of D20.
Yeah.
So 20 days?
20 days. Yep.
And how many hours are in a normal D&D day that you're awake and doing stuff?
You'll get...
In my case, I don't think I slept.
Yeah, that's fair too.
For the purposes of your training, let me actually read the rules, make sure I'm not saying something.
It's 1 roll per hour, as far as I know.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, I didn't have anything specific more than that. Okay. So basically, you'll get, your typical 8 hours of working, basically. So, others' time would need to be spent resting, eating, hunting, preparing food, things like that. So.
All right. That was fun as hell.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way,
for the 120 D20 about to be in here.
you're good. Oh, by the way, I was on the verge of tearing up during Raelia's thing, by the way.
Yeah?
Yeah, that was great.
I didn't realize you were having us meet the Loa until right at the very end of his. Then I'm like, oh shit, it's not backstory reason, it's Loa shit.
Yeah.
That's terrifying.
So I have, if you don't mind, Antho, a couple of things for next week, just to get us ready and prepared.
Yep, by all means, go ahead.
All right, so when we come back to Tassatera, to the region of Tassatera, it will have been about 2 months have passed. So I need to know what of your, each of your individual desires, what you guys would be doing in the town, how you would how your characters are feeling about the town, what connections would keep you around here, what would you be doing. I know, Max, you want to be studying. Yeah.
I want to study, try to work my way into becoming a member of the librarians.
We have a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
A lot.
I know it's not going to be like, and now I'm one of them. No, he wants to look into becoming one.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to do some stuff with you between.
Okay.
So I need a day from you that we
Yes.
can do stuff. Risen, what do you got, man? Sorry, what were you gonna say?
I was pretty much any day that's not Wednesday or Saturday.
Okay, cool. Cool. That'll work. Okay. Jesus, you are rolling a lot of things, huh?
It's 160, not counting when I have to re-roll.
Jesus.
3d20 and you went 17, 20, 20, and 5?
Yeah, those were the re-rolls.
Jesus, okay.
I'm fucking with my math.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Risen, what would what would you be
I've
doing?
had +5 to all
So
this.
Aragram
Aragram, yeah.
is going to be helping out at the smithy, just doing general stuff, and in return for helping out there, being the master craftsman as he is getting the work and resources needed to mount a miniature crossbow under his shield arm.
Okay, yeah. Okay, and you were, Rolex, you were going to have a different character, weren't you? You were going to come back as a different character, if I'm not mistaken?
No, I'm Malin.
He
Okay.
just
Well,
came in
got
as a new
replaced with
character.
Malin.
Yeah.
Right, that already happened.